I have kidnapped my ex-fiancée. If he continues to follow me, I will kill her.
What's the problem? I've been abducted.
In a society in which laws are established to keep everyone safe, oftentimes we come across stories of kidnapping victims and the trauma they went through while being abducted. Today, we will be visiting 3 stories of young girls who got kidnapped and lived to tell the tale. From psychopathic exes to a friend taking it too far, we're going to deep dive into it all. Back off or I'll kill her. A good police chase is always a fun encounter to watch on television. Not so fun when you are actually sitting beside the man being chased. What the cops thought to be a wild car chase along Interstate 95 in Florida turned out to be a deranged man kidnapping his ex-fiancée from her job just to shoot himself in the end. Brett Lee Curtis, a 28-year-old man, one day called 911 while driving. What most people in the dispatch thought to be a victim calling for help was the kidnapper himself pleading to the dispatcher to stop the cops from following him. You won't believe what happens next.
The emergency.
Yeah, I'm being followed by the police with his lights on. I am a gentleman from Lakeland. I have kidnapped my ex-fiancée. If he continues to follow me, I will kill her.
Okay.
That is your final warning.
Sir?
Do you hear me?
Sir? Where are you at?
That was your final warning.
Okay, where are you?
Lee became slightly furious as the dispatcher wasn't taking him seriously and thought they were trying to catch him. He tried to end the call, but the dispatcher gave him a reason to keep talking.
Enough.
I don't know what officer you're talking about, sir. Can you let me know where you are so I can let the officer know?
Okay. We're going south on I-95. If he continues to follow me, I will fire warning shots. The 3rd shot will not be a warning. Is that understood?
After that, Lee started raging and cursing the officer that was following his car just to lose the cop and escape. Kids, cover your ears because this guy forgot to wash his mouth out with soap.
If you don't stop following me, get off of my now!
The car was going 100 miles per hour at that time, and Lee became furious at the cops enough that he started shooting his gun. He also put his hostage on the phone just to plead for the cops to leave them alone. Listen to how Elizabeth Hamilton, Lee's ex-fiancée, breaks down as the man she once loved is now her worst enemy.
I am being kidnapped and we are being followed. He's threatening to kill me if they keep following him. Yes, he says that he's taking me home. He wants...
At one moment, the cop chasing him joined the call, trying to calm Lee down, but Lee had other plans.
Sir, why don't you just pull over so we can end this peacefully?
That's not gonna happen.
After a 45-minute car chase, the cops finally decided to puncture the tires and arrest Lee. Hamilton bravely jumped out of the car and saved herself, but Lee at that moment pulled the trigger and ended his life. Later on, in an interview, Hamilton reveals her and Lee's conversation in the car.
He wasn't asking me to get back with him. He wanted me to spend the last moments of his life with him.
Worst date ever. To most people, a bad date would probably mean the guy had bad breath or tried to take it home on the first date. But you have no idea what this woman went through when she said yes to the wrong guy. Jake Mahan, an average-looking guy in his 20s, met a woman at a friend's party. Something clicked between them, and the woman agreed to go out with him to 7-Eleven to buy some cigarettes. Jake picked her up in his black truck, and they went to the gas station. The woman wasn't feeling so well, so she asked Jake if he could get her some cold medicine. She took the medicine down with some alcohol, and suddenly everything went black. The next time she woke up, Jake was on top of her, and she was in a very discomforting position. Jake had worse beer while she blacked out. Jake insisted that he drop her off and took her in his truck. There she was now traveling with the man that just forced himself onto her without consent. She somehow managed to convince Jake to allow her to make a phone call to call her sister, and she dialed 911. What happens next might shock you.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Where are we? We're on the west side of Utah Lake.
Okay.
Take Redwoods Road all the way to where?
Do you know what mile marker you're at?
I'm not sure.
Okay, are you on?
19.
On SR 68?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm not sure.
Why are you calling 911?
Pardon me?
Why are you calling 911? What's the emergency?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Deb Hale, a former dispatcher, was working that night and she received that call. In an interview, she revealed that this was one of her most memorable 911 calls. The victim had called 4 times, and each time she could not tell her situation to the dispatcher. But Deb figured out what was happening as something clicked in her. Listen as Deb interrogates the victim without the attacker knowing about what's going on.
You don't know why you called 911?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then why did you call?
Deb was getting kind of frustrated as the caller wasn't giving her any information about the emergency. She thought it might even be a prank call, but Deb didn't hang up that night.
Okay. Do I have to say right now?
Yes.
Okay, then never mind.
Are you in a vehicle?
Yes.
Are you able to talk, or is there someone?
No.
Okay.
At this point, Deb had figured out that something was wrong with the woman. There must be someone near her that might harm her if they knew this was a 911 call. Then she starts asking straight yes or no questions to figure out more about the situation.
Okay, are you in danger?
Yes.
Okay. Has someone kidnapped you?
Okay. I don't know.
Are you with a family member?
No. 3232. He's in vehicle.
Okay. Are you with someone that you know?
Yes.
Confusing as it may be, dispatchers need tons of information to help a victim in need within minutes of an emergency. But what do you do when your caller cannot answer your questions? In situations like these, Deb thought out of the box and handled this perfectly.
Does this person know you've called 911?
No.
Okay. Okay, then just pretend like you're talking to your friend, and I'll see if I can't get somebody to help you. And you're going southbound, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in a vehicle? Are you in a truck or a car? Are you in a truck?
Yes.
Okay.
With Deb's plan set in motion, she now tries to figure out what kind of vehicle they are driving and the color of it.
Is it what? I'm gonna ask you what color. Is it white?
What color truck are we in? Black. It's my sister. Want to know? We're in a black truck.
And you're going southbound, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you still on the west side of the lake?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been hurt?
Yes.
Okay. Does this person that you're with have a weapon?
I don't know.
Okay. Is this a full-size truck?
Pardon me?
Is this a full-size truck?
No.
Is it, okay, so it's a smaller truck.
What kind of truck are we in? Ow! Chevy Silverado.
Okay. What's the matter?
Gosh, it hurt my chest.
You hurt your chest?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, do you know what mile marker you're at now?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Are you going very fast? Are you going the speed limit, or are you going faster?
Slow.
Okay.
Slow, pretty slow.
With that much information, Deb could finally inform an officer in that area to be on the lookout for that vehicle. The attacker was becoming suspicious about whom the woman was talking so much, and luckily, Deb's instructions came in handy as the woman claimed that she was talking with her sister and she wanted to know about this. Deb continues with her interrogation, and while she's interrogating, a cop finally starts tailing the truck. The officer wanted to pull the truck over, but Deb didn't give the green signal as there might be a weapon with the attacker that she doesn't know about. Jake suddenly turned the car into a rural area as he was planning to hurt the woman even more. He turned off the lights, and it became difficult for the cop car to tail them.
And you're still going on that dirt road?
Correct.
Have you stopped?
What?
Have you stopped?
Yes.
Okay. Did he turn the lights off to the car?
Yes.
Okay.
The officer wanted to pull over the truck right away, but Deb checks in with the woman one last time by asking her if the attacker was trying to hurt her. to which the woman answered no, and Deb gave the green signal to pull the truck over and apprehend the attacker. That's when the woman whispers, "Help me." Finally, the officer pulls the truck over and arrests the attacker while the woman was crying after the dreadful experience of her lifetime.
Are you there? Are you okay? The officers got him in custody? You're welcome. Do the officers have him in handcuffs? Okay.
Hannah taught me a lesson that day. Every minute that we are working in this job is important. Every call is important. This call specifically, I feel like I made a huge difference in her life. Had I not listened to her, that might have been her last chance to call 911 that night. And you just never know when that one person, that life-changing call is going to come in for someone.
I'm in the bedroom with him. The year is 2016. The Ohio police dispatchers are working as usual, listening to 911 calls and dispatching law enforcement where needed. But nobody knew that on this day they would get the biggest lead on the ongoing missing person Stacey Stanley's case from Jane Doe, aka another victim of Shawn Grate. The call you're about to hear will put chills down your spine as you hear a woman whispering to save her, fearing for her life.
911, what is the address to your emergency?
By the Fourth Street Laundromat.
What is it?
Fourth Street Laundromat.
What's the problem?
I've been abducted.
The woman you are hearing in this call is one of the victims of the cold-blooded murderer Shawn Grate. If she hadn't called 911 that day, something horrifying might have also happened to her, just like Stacey.
But you're at the laundromat?
No, I'm in the bedroom with them.
You don't know what color the house is?
No. Please hurry.
The woman was pleading for help while her kidnapper was sleeping soundly a few feet away from her.
Does he have a weapon?
He's got a taser.
Are you injured?
A little.
In spite of hearing fear in her voice, the dispatcher remains calm and collected as she interrogates the woman until police get there.
Is there any way you can get out of the building?
I don't know without waking him, and I'm scared.
Is there a bathroom in the house?
Well, his bedroom is closed, and he made it so it would make noise.
And if you told him you had to go to the bathroom, he would do something to you?
Yeah, because he had me tied up.
So are you tied up now?
Well, yeah, but I kind of freed myself.
The dispatcher, worrying for the woman's safety, sent law enforcement to the area and encouraged the woman to stay on the line until the law enforcement got there. As the police arrived near the abandoned house, things got a little out of hand as the kidnapper was waking up, and now it became a game of hide and seek where the police needed to find which building she is being held captive.
Oh, I woke him up.
You can shut the phone down.
A moment of pin-drop silence could be felt as the woman was holding her breath, praying that the police find her before something happens.
Are you still there?
I'm a stalker.
What?
I'm a stalker.
Can you get out of the house?
Locked.
It's locked. Are you at the door?
Yeah, I am.
The dispatcher confirms to the police that the victim was at the door and that they should save her immediately. She tries to make it easier for the officers to find her by telling the victim to look out of a window or signal something.
Is there a window there?
Yeah, I'm looking out and they tell me to come back.
She said,
hurry.
She said to hurry up and come back.
The police finally find her after the 20-minute-long 911 call, which must have been the longest 20 minutes of her life. We can hear the police talking to her as they apprehend the kidnapper.
Come on, hurry up, get out of here. Where is he?
I'm sleeping.
Still sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, they have her.
You will never guess what happens next, as this was supposed to be a kidnapping case solved, but it now also solved the mystery of the missing woman, Stacey Stanley. The police arrested 40-year-old Shawn Grate and found 2 bodies of his victims. One of them was identified as Stacey Stanley, and the other was Elizabeth Griffith. While questioning, Shawn Grate also revealed the location of a 3rd body that the police found that was of Dana Lowry, who was identified later on. The Ashland County jury found Shawn Grate guilty of all 3 murders, and Shawn pleaded guilty to 15 of 23 other charges, giving him the death sentence or life imprisonment without parole. In an interview with the family of Stacey Stanley on News 5 Cleveland, the reporter stated that Stacey encountered Shawn one day while her car broke down. In exchange for changing her tire, Stacey gave the man a ride to his abandoned home, where Shawn brutally raped and murdered Stacey.
When I look at him, I see nothing but evil. You know, I don't see nothing for him. I can see through him.
The court was also presented with a videotape of Stacey pleading to let her go and photographs of other victims lying next to Shawn after he assaulted them. We cannot show the evidence because it hasn't been released to the public and it is graphic. But we hope that Jane Doe and the family of Stacey can live happily after justice was served. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe and stay safe.